It's Saturday. Wait, 17th, 18th, whatever, Saturday. I was going to tell us a tale. He's been at Barber's today. Like if he wants. Can't get your own one.
It's alright, just there. That's alright.
Oh, I'm trying to fucking get us all out of that. Go on then. Tell us a tale.
Well, I'm just saying that basically when I went to Barber's today.
So talk to me. Forget Cameron.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking to you. I want to say, the lady were on about, the hospital in general. And when she went to hospital, she was able to see a consultant, which is extremely rare to see the consultant. And the point she was actually making is the consultant obviously turned around and said they basically got nothing to do due to this coronavirus. So, the point I'm saying is that's what's happening. When you got a position where the hospital's not working at full capacity, then it just seems a shame that it's just, I don't know. It just seems a shame that they're putting it all down to this corona. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's the new world fucking order malarkey, innit?
Well, it is what it is, isn't it?
I mean, you can't. Fucking psychological bullshit they keep telling you.
Well, people buy into it. It's entirely up to them.
Yeah. Well, I can't say it. You think it's a minimal. The awakening, 5%. But it's fucking better than none.
Well, I'm basing that on the fact that when you go around supermarkets and you see people with masks on, and you take into account how many people are in that store and how many people actually see without mask, and you equate it to a percentage, it's probably less than one, maybe a fraction of 1%. So.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they're getting fed a load of malarkey. For example, if they were listening to that German neurologist, which is like top of their fucking field, top, right? And now she explains how, the mask, right, are causing you an oxygen deficiency, right, which you can never get back when you start killing, nerve cells, right, because you're fucking starving yourself of the oxygen you need, which is 21%.
Yeah.
It's 21% all time you need. You know what I mean? Well, as soon as it fucking drops, right, you start getting into trouble. So she's telling them all that, what this fucking malarkey, whatever it is, it's not government, right? There ain't no government in control of this fucker. They're just taking orders, right? Right, because it's every government's the same. And it's this fucking thing about, not only do they want to smash all the health service, this, that and the other, and like people not getting the operations, but they want to fucking pile it on them with all this fucking malarkey of mask. But it's only because people are not getting the right education, because, what do they get? You know and I know, 95% of them sit in front watching fucking telly.
Well, yeah, I mean.
They won't do any of their own research.
Well, you're conditioned throughout the education system in general, aren't you?
Yes, but what I'm saying is, each one what becomes, if you want, awakened to what is happening properly, you can see how pathetic it all is. Even themselves, all they've got to do is tell themselves the truth, how it is. It's just a fucking nonsense.
I know, but when you're in a system, the last thing you actually want to believe is that your governments or the powers that be are going to tell the nation an outright lie.
They've always lied.
Well, yeah, maybe so, but what I'm saying is you just...
They just keep telling you the same lie. Right, and they say it enough times, you end up fucking believing it.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Hitler invented that.
I mean, yeah.
All fascists do that, right? This is a fascist fucking state you're living in.
Listen, I'm not saying that's how propaganda don't work.
It doesn't work like that.
Propaganda, true propaganda works when the nation sells it itself, so... You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, because the point I'm actually saying is because you're educating society you know, you're educated what certain norms are supposed to be, and you're conditioned all the way up to the age of whatever, say 18, as an example. You know, you take everything as normality. Do you know what I mean? And you just think, well, what the government says or what certain corporations actually say is actually true. I'm not saying it is true, but that's the way you're conditioned to accept the truth.
Well, that's how they do it. Yeah. Right? You know, look how many people look up to a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
You know, right, here you go, you know, people might say, oh, anti-vaxxer, because I've just said vaccines. It's just, any fucker, ask your doctor what's in a vaccine. He knows less than fucking you.
Yeah, because like I say, that's what we've been conditioned to do.
Yeah, so, you know, their fucking education is fucking Rockefellers. 1907.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I say, it's petroleum-based
shite.
Pharmaceutical.
Yeah,
so.
petroleum-based synthetic shite. Right, and all these illnesses. Here's one about the medical profession. When did the cardiology side come into the health system as we know it? When did it first become a problem? It's the biggest killer now. Cancer second. Cardiovascular heart diseases. Biggest killer. Still is every year. Fucking Corona's 24th of yesterday. Right? I fucking tell you, no fucker has any of them, but very rare. Heart attack, strokes and all that. Right? 1947. Right? That's when your medical profession itself started fucking all these guys coming out doing arts, this, that, other. Only come happen then, because no fucker died of them. Cancer were another one. You take cancer back, fucking, just 60 years. No couldn't know any fucker who died of cancer. It's all accumulation of these fuckers been propagating the so-called vaccines and the synthetic fucking drugs, right? They propagated all these illnesses, and all this fucking nonsense is all big fucking cover-up, right? The more jabs you fucking had in your lifetime, right, you are feeling the effects of. Now, the more pharmaceutical shit you've had off the stores, even the over-the-counter ones, right, it's now they take the toll.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just saying modern living in general.
Right, they created illnesses because it's vast fucking sums.
Well, there's no money in cures, is there? Never has been. So, but what I'm saying is, your cancers and everything else, it's modern living. I mean, when you look at the structure of society, towns and cities they're high density places. You know, it's not a natural thing to do. Like you say, what exactly are you breathing? What exactly are you eating? What exactly are you drinking? Do you know what I mean? You don't really know everything to process. What shit you're actually having.
And that's a fucking massive cause of it.
And then, like you say, on top, you're getting artificial pharmaceuticals.
Even your meat's the same. Top. Why? Because of this fucking soybean shit, what you cut forests down, and the soybean shit is only fucking used for feeding animals, pigs, cattle, sheep, fucking soybean fruitcake. So really, your fucking meat is just fucking soybean. It's fucking garbage, everything's garbage.
I think the basic argument's obviously it's either environmental change or it's genetic that causes some of these defects. So, I think it's probably the strength of the argument's probably more from environmental influences that create these illnesses. So, you would look to processed food, the air you breathe, things you drink, pharmaceuticals you take.
Yeah, what you're saying there, that makes fucking sense. Yeah. Now, wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you want to know that from a medical point of view? That, is it just... Why do doctors only have one day dietary?
Yeah, but when you go big corporations, or, like you say, it's petroleum pharmaceuticals, and their big sponsorships of universities and this, that and the other, then obviously they've got an agenda.
Exactly.
And that's it, they're paymaster and that's it.
And it's same with the fucking papers. Now, I was just reading last night, right, in the medical journals, right, about every fucking paper what's ever been written, right, this is their words, not mine, right, there's only 4% of it with any reliability, because it's all made up shit to back the fucking companies that work doing the research for.
Yeah.
It's garbage. It's garbage. So when they say, you know, Sheldrake and people like that say the science delusion, I think people ought to fucking listen, because that's what's happened. You got these fucking lunatics, you know, materialists, fucking lunatics, right? They've never done any fucking research. They couldn't even tell you what a fucking virus is, Max. They still have fucking germ theory. Yeah, well, you know, people look up to them and go, but it's fucking garbage. It's all based on garbage. You don't stand up. And what's happening, I tell you what's happening as well, what I was saying to you, this chipping away at it, people are beginning to wake up and think, these fucking top scientists we fucking got, he's fucking talking garbage. Ordinary people are going, isn't that their fucking best?
Yeah, the thing is though, you gotta, I mean, I know what you're saying there, and it's true, and people are questioning it, but the thing is, I think there's a bit more to the confusion that sort of meets the eye. You know what I mean? It seems a deliberate form of confusion.
Well, it is. It was what I've been saying all along. This psychological sage, as they call it, sage, who's running the fucking show, right? Why is it? Why?
It's acting as a smoke.
If it's a virus, why don't you have a fucking virologist? You know, why do you need a fucking psychologist? You know what I mean? Why is a psychologist running it? Don't you need a virologist? No, fucking psychologist will do.
Yeah.
So straight away, that's it, that's the fucking gates are open. Who's running the show? Psychologist.
And to me, there just seems to be a lot of confusion, and it's deliberate as well.
Nudge, as they call it. Nudge, you've got to nudge them.
Yeah, so definitely a lot of confusion. I think, like I say, I think it's a deliberate act, and they've obviously got an agenda, and whatever that agenda is.
Oh, more confusion first.
You know,
you're going to get a lot more. They're going to get you totally fucking confused. Yeah, that's how it operates, isn't it? Yeah.
I just feel sorry for the people with the outcomes.
Well,
unfortunately,
you know, but you as an individual, I as an individual can't vote them out now, but you know and I know there's going to be a lot of fucking dead people here, mate.
Yeah, well, it's, like I say, there's going to be, restructuring the society, I suppose.
I mean, no treatment already. Wow, fuck on off.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That's what they're saying is you're shutting all hospitals down for percentages. Like I said, that woman today was showing about the consultant, seeing the consultant. You know, that's the point. Consultant's got nothing to do.
Fucking hell.
They've got nothing to do because obviously they're not doing operations on this and this. You know, I don't know how many consultants are actually in DRI, but let's just say that, you've shut, hypothetically, let's say you go in hospital and you shut down, due to this corona, you're shutting down greater sectors of the hospital. Let's just say, for argument's sake, you're shutting 60% down. So you've got them 60% consultants still working on the 40% of the running hospital. So there's obviously going to be a surplus of consultants, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a surplus of consultants.
I'm going to stop this video here, guys, and I'm going to just turn it straight back on, and I'll explain it later on. Because YouTube won't let me have more than 15 minutes, mighty bastards.
Why has it been 15 minutes?